Hey teammates, it's Miss Vella again. Okay, so new day, new assignment, and I'm going to be going over the slide presentation with you just as I'm doing right now. Okay, let me see. I'm going to pull it up for us. So this should be, you should either be doing this Thursday or Friday. So this may be Friday for a majority of us if we took an extra day to finish the culture and content exam, which I'm sure that you all did very well at, okay? All right, so you should have already completed the AIM and seen the AIM. You should have, like, everyone should be watching this individually, meaning that everyone should have a piece of technology already, have opened it up, and have headphones and have already been like looking at this video independently, like individually. If you're watching this like on the big screen, please open up your computer, get on the headphones, get on the classroom website. Let me see, I'm going to go on the classroom website right now. Under the assignments tab, 7th grade modules, because we're in 7th grade, right? Unit 3, heredity and reproduction. And then this is day 3, mitosis versus meiosis, all right? Because there is a difference between them. Not just that they're spelled differently. Okay. So once you get on those slides, actually wait, like if you're looking at this on the big screen, I'm going to stop and say, don't pause this video and, meet me back on your individual Chromebook. Okay, cool. So you should be on your individual Chromebooks now. Let me go ahead and get on the presentation and go through it with you. All right, so with this presentation, there is a video that you will need to watch and take notes on. So please click on next and click on that video. It's about meiosis. Track that criteria for success on your left-hand side because it says that you are taking notes as you're watching the video. Writing down questions that you have. I mean, you should still have questions. And then the next thing that you're doing, like what are 3 key things that you remember about that video? You're writing this down in your notebook or in a sheet of paper in that worksheet that you should have. Okay, so everyone should have that worksheet. All right, and then again, what are your key findings? I'll give you a reminder there. The next thing are key ideas. Okay, now you have to write down each and every one of these key ideas. They're pretty lengthy. You can watch that little video of mitosis versus meiosis with it. And then what are you getting from that little animation? It's really interesting to see. It looks like, there's like more happening in the meiosis side rather than the mitosis side. So what do you think about that? Okay. And after those key ideas, the next thing that you're going to do is grab a piece of paper in the back that looks just like the one that's on that sheet, on that slide in front of you. So it's the male and female meiosis, meiotic process rather. So they're different. I actually drew this out for you. As you can see, the males are different because they have the sperm. The females are different because they have the egg. So what meiosis is a process of duplicating sex cells. So that's the difference. Look, I gave it away. Don't be surprised when you see the word sex or see the sperm or the eggs or whatever. Don't be surprised, guys. We're all, grown here. Okay? After you retrieve that paper and glue it on your notebook next to your key ideas, the next thing that you're going to do is check for your understanding. Okay, so there's a few check for understandings here. So if humans have a diploid number of 46 chromosomes, what is a haploid number of chromosomes? Like, what do you think? Look, Thor is there. He's like, what do you think? Answer that, please. Then once you're done, you have the answer there. You're checking your knowledge a different way by going again to that back table, grabbing a sheet of paper with the meiotic process on there, and you have to match like what's happening first, what's happening last. You're actually not matching, you're labeling like 1 through 8, like what's happening first. 1, this picture is. What's happening next? 2, you label it that way. The criteria for success is on your right hand side this time, and it's always going to be there for you. So you're using your knowledge from the video and your key ideas. You're analyzing the images and using your common sense to know what happens next. And then think of it as a story from beginning to end. I like to think of it as a story. So it's like, well, of course, this is happening, and then these are splitting, and then, you know, then they form little daughter cells or things of that sort. So you'll get the idea once you get it. All right, so by that point, would have already retrieved two things. You would have retrieved a set of notes that you're just gluing, and then you would have retrieved a check for understanding little piece of paper, like a half sheet, that you're completing there, okay? And once you're done, you can check your answers yourself, and you can give yourself checks or give yourself X's, and then write the correct answer that you have on there. And please keep that with you. You don't need to turn it in. If you have any questions, the teacher notebook is in the back, and I have it for the teacher that's there to show you. Please do not get it. Just please don't get it. If you need assistance with how it should look on your notebook, then just ask the teacher and they can actually show you, but please do not get it, please. I need it for the other classes, all right? Okay, the next thing is mitosis versus meiosis worksheet. This worksheet's a little bit more lengthy, and there's a criteria for success there. So it shows you like the process of mitosis and meiosis, and then it also explains like the description. Okay, so with that being said, it's like with that description, it's saying, for example, function. Okay, what's the function of mitosis? What's the function of meiosis? All right. Well, mitosis produces body cells. All right, I'm doing this with you. Mitosis produces body cells like skin cells or muscle cells. Well, meiosis produces sex cells, sex gametes, as you'll figure it out. So only like egg and sperm cells. And this is primarily just for sexual reproduction, the cells for that. Okay, so that's the difference in function. And then continue on with the rest. You can even create an image of that cellular process. Once you are done with the meiosis versus mitosis little diagram, little table sheet, please tell your teacher, give them say, hey, can I check my answers? And they'll show you the teacher workbook, and you can just check your answers from there. Okay. All right, after this, you do have an exit ticket. Okay, with this exit ticket, this is your final 5. So you need to do this silently and independently. So please use a pencil if you can, or you can borrow one. There are 4 questions, and use your knowledge to the best of its ability. These are not easy, but it will get easier, okay? Because this is just assessing your knowledge from what you newly learned about the meiosis and the process of it, okay? So that was a lot. Now I'm just going to explain to you what the gist of that day is, okay? So let me see. It's first you saw the video of me, then you're seeing a video of meiosis, key ideas, okay, half sheet printout for your key ideas, check for understanding, and the table sheet for meiosis versus mitosis, then your exit ticket. So that's a lot of things you're going to do today. You have to do it fast, you have to do it efficiently. After that, say that you get done early, you finish all your work, fantastic. There's a lot of things for you to do. I need you to know a lot about meiosis before I get back, because we're going to dig and dive deeper into the content. Okay, so meaning that there's a mitosis interactive, so it gives you some prior knowledge, you're able to assess your prior knowledge of mitosis there. There's also the cells alive with mitosis, and it allows you to analyze the cells within that. Then it'll tell you about the cell cycle. We know about the cell cycle already, interphase, as well as the phases of mitosis, as well as the first the cell needs to enlarge, and then that's how it creates a new cell and splits apart. Then there's the differences between the 2 cell reproduction systems, mitosis and meiosis, and then the very last one just about meiosis. So those are interactives. After you do the interactives, you have the opportunity to see some videos about sex cells and how they relate to genetics and your hereditary traits, and what fertilization is, because those are involving the gametes. Then the inner life of a cell. This is actually a really cool video that you should see, as well as a whole meiosis and what is it, explained by the amoeba sisters, which we've seen them before. Also the cell cycle and cancer. This allows you to dig deeper into the content. And then chromosome numbers and things of that sort. Okay, the teaching groups have not been finalized yet, guys. I have a slide on here with the teaching groups. Just don't worry about that, please. All right, so you should have been going over the slide presentation along with me. So you should have been watching the video and maybe opened another slide up or another tab up, so you could have gone through the slides with me. If you didn't, maybe you should do that again so you actually understand what I'm saying. All right. Other than that, I explained a lot, like another long video from me, how do you do? If you need extra time with this, you should have extra time when I get back or the next day. So if you're doing this Thursday, then you'll have time Friday to complete it, because it is a lot. If you're doing this Friday, then I will allow you time Monday to complete this. I'll actually go over it with you myself, so I feel confident in your abilities to move on from there. All right, so good luck. Let the teacher know if you need anything. You should not be talking during this. I understand if you need to interact with a teammate next to you saying, hey, am I on the right track? Or maybe you're getting papers, so less people need to get up, less distractions. That's perfect. Do that. However, I want this to be as independent as possible, because I'm still picking groups from here, independent and dependent groups. So do well on the exit ticket, because that's independent and dependent group work. Okay, guys? All right. I'll talk to you later, and I miss you, and I'll see you Monday. Bye.